Hi, welcome to an episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today we're going to talk about part 3 of crossbow safety with the anti-dry fire. So hopefully with the other videos of the dangers of fingers and arrows and with the anti-dry fire, it all comes together. But again, if you have any questions or concerns, shoot me a comment or shoot me an email. But first, remember, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, and almost hit that, make a comment. And also you can shoot me an email at Utah Crossbow Hunter, all one word, at .com. And also remember my website, www.utahcrossbowhunter. So without any further ado, let's head over to my crossbow and get that going. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so we're back over here with my Killer Instinct Reaper 425, which I'm going to use for my demonstration today. We've had the other videos again, like we talked about a minute ago, with the let's see, what was the dangers of fingers being caught up here on the top. We've talked about arrows and all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't seen those videos, they'll be linked above again, and you can see those. But the anti-dry fire, the main thing to remember with anti-dry fire is to read your manufacturer's instructions on dry fires, because they will and could hurt your crossbow. They could break limbs, they could break strings, come back and hit you in the face or do damage. So that's why we're going to talk a little bit on this part 3 of the safety. Now, I'm just going to use my screwdriver here as a pointer. So, I don't know how well you can be able to see it on the video, but we'll do our best here. So, there's right here, you'll see, hopefully you can see, a little notch that sits right here. Okay? So when you pull back your string, it's going to drop down that notch. Okay? And then right back here is where your arrow is going to sit and the string is going to catch. Okay? So I'm going to try and demonstrate this here. In practice it worked fine, but we'll see how it does here. So hopefully you can see this. I'm going to push this down, this lever down, and push, and that's what's, when the string goes back, that's what's pushing the safety back. Okay? So I'm going to use my arrow here. So my arrow is set. So again, we're pretending like the string is inside. Okay? Now, once I get everything set up, my string's back, my arrow's in, now I can take it off the safety by pushing forward. Okay? Now I'm in a shooting position. So now that I'm going to take my arrow out here. So we're in the shooting position. Again, I'm not shooting the crossbow. I'm just demonstrating here. Okay? So my safety, this lever here will stay down until I shoot. This little lever here will come back up. Okay? So you go, my safety went from safe position to the firing position. So it's ready to go, to fire. And all I've got to do is just pull the trigger. Again, can't stress it enough. Read your manufacturer's suggestion on the anti-dry fire. Okay? Because basically when you cock your crossbow, you bring it back, it's going to go into the safe position, and you cannot pull your safety will not come forward until you insert an arrow. Okay? Again, your safety will not go forward until you insert an arrow. That way, that will reduce any chances of damage to your string or your limbs of your crossbow, or your whatever you call these, I forget, but it won't cause any damage. Your arrow has to be in, again, to put the safety, go from safe position to the firing position. Okay. Now, in some states, you got to remember, you cannot cock your crossbow until you get to your spot. But check with your local regulations on that. Here where I'm at, I can walk around with a loaded crossbow, ready to go. But again, like I said, check with your state on loading and stuff. So this is just a real brief thing. Again, every manufacturer has their own way of the anti-dry fire. Okay. My killer instinct here is different from my center point, and my center point is different than my Carbon Express. They're all different on their anti-dry fire. The one thing they have in common is, until you load an arrow, they will not fire. Okay, that is the only same thing with all the crossbows. They will not fire until you load in an arrow. Now, back maybe 10, 15 years ago, you had to manually set your safety because they didn't have the anti-dry fire. The anti-dry fire is probably within the last, I'm guessing, the last 10 years. But again, if you know exactly when, go ahead and hit me in the comments below on that. But I do know some older crossbows. I do, again, 10, 15 years ago, didn't have the anti-dry fire. The newer ones, all newer ones, the last 10 years or so, have the anti-dry fire. So you got to make those are important. And again, pretty much all states, you have to have the anti-dry fire. Period. Okay. So again, this was just a real brief tutorial, or whatever you want to call it, on the anti-dry fire. But again, every crossbow has a different anti-dry fire system, but the one thing they have in common, until you load an arrow, it will not shoot. Okay? So let's go back over back over to my computer and finish up this video, and I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so I'm back. I did realize a mistake that I made with that demonstration. The fingers that I was showing you at the front of the where you load in, you see those fingers, they stay up. I should have said that when the string comes across those fingers, okay, it drops down, okay, and locks in. So when I load my arrow, the fingers will come back up, or should I say, just before I load my arrow, once I get past it, the fingers will come back up, and it's kind of a guide right in there. That's what I should have said. I do apologize for that. So again, different crossbows do different things. All right, so that's why you want to go by your manufacturer's manufacturer's suggestion on the on your anti-dry fire. Read those instructions and all that kind of good stuff is very, very important. So again, I made a mistake. That's on one of my other crossbows. The fingers stay down; they don't come back up. Again, that's my apology for with the killer instinct. So with that said, again, if you got any comments or anything, hit me up below. Greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you for watching. Remember, family first. Take care of your family. By all means, get out there and hunt. And also, I got a sad update on my car. Okay, it was in town locally. Now it's out of town. We're at another shop where it's being worked on there because, like I said, the part of the frame was bent. So I'm still without my car. It looks like it's going to be another, at the time of recording this video, about another estimated 2 or 3 more weeks. I want my car back. I want to go out and hunt some turkeys. I see them around. I want them. They're nice. They're big. But I can't go, like I said, without my car because I got to have four-wheel drive where I go. All right. So, okay. With that said, remember, yeah, I've already done all that. Okay. So, see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter.